bring Shah Rukh Khan to me, I will just collapse.
मुझे पंजाबी गाय चाहिए.
I've recently come across this candle wax thing. I would like to explore that.
I think I'm bi-curious.
PR Plus presents an animation film where women with disabilities share their fantasies and desires in sex and romance.
Me being able to engage in a sexual activity in itself is a fantasy for me. Because all my life I was told that you can't do this, you can't do this. I always just thought that bas karne ko mil jaye. The mainstream images you have of sex and all, the penetration that they show. I have my muscle weaknesses, I have so many things. How will I able to be in that act? So this person I'm dating right now, he does not ignore my disability. He understands that it is a part of my life. He's trying to educate himself, and also he would not bring up my disability unnecessarily. So there has to be a balance of that. When he hugged me from behind, and when he was cuddling me from the back, and he was just rubbing his hand on my stomach, it was the most essential part for me.
To be able to call out my loved one's name in bed, or like moan out their names, was something that I found really restrictive, because I could really voice out that emotion quite as much as I would want to. So I went out with this stranger of a person. You do imagine like something kind of like happening when you're like left alone with a boy with a very messy room. We just hanged around, we just watched a couple of movies, we drank a couple of beers, and we slept off. Yeah, I think that was a very sweet date. So recently I started watching a lot of K-dramas, and I'm blown away by that amount of like the sexual tension and the romantic like whatever's going on between the leads.
I've had lots of crushes on people who had baritone voices. I don't know if you know this actor, Alan Rickman. He's like my ideal for what the ideal voice is. Unless it's foreplay. I'm not much into touch, especially unexpected touch. So hair is like very safe and not exactly calming. It's like a signal to my body. Like, I want more. It's like that. It's okay if a stranger rejects me because of my disability. I mean, it's not okay to be rejected, but I'm not too bothered if I'm rejected. I didn't have that kind of emotional baggage that I would have had with college mates or classmates or, people around me. Just being naked in front of a person, just the act of stripping, it was very sensual for me when I was very new to sex and to dating and all. I think I'm bi-curious, so I would like to try, but I haven't ever really hooked up with a woman before.
I feel that romance is like a way of showing that you care. Recently, I watched 51st Days, I think. So she keeps on forgetting her present every single day. So he has to make an effort and show her that, there's still love. A romantic movie out of disabled characters is something that I would do. How they manage or like how they would love if possible.
जब मैं 11th-12th में थी तभी I thought कि मुझे पंजाबी गाय चाहिए. उनका वॉइस का टोन, बॉडी हाइट वगैरह भी एकदम ऐसा मस्त रहता है. I feel कि उसका एकदम मतलब सिंपल हो, वो ज्यादा स्टाइलिश ना हो, वो ज्यादा हैंडसम भी नहीं होगा तो चलेगा, बट हैंडसम होगा तो भी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
हैंडसम.
मैंने YouTube पे एक बार ऑडियो सेक्स स्टोरीज ऐसा ये किया था, तो वो भी सुना था, बट मुझे ऐसे मेन के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से भी सुनना था, बट वो ज्यादा तो मिला नहीं कंटेंट. सेक्स स्टार्ट करने से पहले जो पार्टनर उसको कंफर्ट करता है, कि उसके नजदीक आता है, उसके साथ हाथ पकड़ के बैठता है, धीरे धीरे उसके बॉडी से ऐसा हाथ घुमाता है, तो वो सब अच्छा लगता है मुझे। जब भी सेक्स करेंगे तभी मेरे पार्टनर को कॉन्डोम यूज करना चाहिए, यही बस अभी तक एक्सपेक्टेशन है।
Oh my god, where do I begin? In my perfect, like, romantic relationship that I picture, I would be an assassin who knows how to speak Russian, and I am caught by this one person and they are torturing me for information, and they turn out to be on the opposite ends of a wall, and then something happens and we have to work together to demolish our governments that are hurting people, and then we're on the same side of the wall, and then things happen, and then one of us dies, and that's the love story that I want. It's like star-crossed lovers with death trope. It has to be like this angsty moment. Maybe they've done something stupid that has hurt them, and then you're like fighting about that. And like amongst that, there's a confession, and then there's a kiss, and that would be phenomenal. And oh my god, if it's raining.
Oh my god, I'm so ashamed right now. But I am that kind of a person who feels I'll be happy only if I get a partner. So yeah, I am that kind of a romantic. if I am romantically involved with somebody, as unhealthy as it may sound, but I promise it's not unhealthy, my life will revolve around them and their happiness. But with boundaries, of course. I just want a man who's willing to learn, willing to accept flaws, and who is willing to do the unlearning. In my case, when it comes to my disability, imagining myself in situations, the way I've been conditioned, just the way people talk to me and behave with me. There's a lot of internalized ableism. I don't have very over-the-top expectations. For me, it's like the moment needs to happen,
I'm just giving you an scenario. Like there's a wheelchair and there's a bed, and he's sitting across the bed on the other side. He'll come like like an animal. Sometimes he just like crawl, and he like come and just put his hands over me like something is crawling on my hand. Like I really want to see him in a animal dress, probably. A few weeks back, I was talking to my partner, and more than me, he understood and did the research on spinal muscular atrophy. That's my disability, and he started explaining how the genes work and how the chromosomes. I was like awestruck at that time. I was like, I just want right now you beside me because it's really turning me on. I always have this desire having a man in a mountain top place where the view is like amazingly amazing. And he's on my lap, like on my wheelchair because I have a joystick. When I want to roam around in that place while he's hugging me on my chair.